We cry different, depending who's bleeding. We cry different, depending who's bleeding. Different, depending who's bleeding. Depending who's bleeding. A child on a screen makes the whole world stop. Another disappears and nobody talks. Same fear, same tears, same ending in the dark. But one becomes a headline, one becomes a mark. Tell me, what makes a life worth grieving? Who taught us to measure human meaning? Sympathy bends again, again. Somebody suffers loudly, somebody suffers alone, and we decide which one deserves a soul. Candles in the street for the names we recognize, but silence for the others buried out of sight. We build our empathy around familiar eyes and call it justice while compassion picks a side. Tell me, would you still care without permission to? Would you still hurt if nobody applauded you? If pain had your mother's face, would you still explain it away? If fear knocked on your own door, would it finally matter more? We say we're equal until the cost feels personal, then sympathy bends again, again. Maybe the cruelest thing is not hatred. Maybe it's deciding who counts enough to mourn. One voice breaks the silence, one disappears beneath it, one life becomes a movement, one never reaches meaning. If pain wore your own skin, would you finally let it in? If loss carried your own name, would the world respond the same? We say we're human, but humanity is conditional, and sympathy bends again, again. Same blood, same fear, same ending, different mercy, depending who's bleeding.